Hi guys, in this video I'm going to go over Unit 7 and how to do the exam and some tips. So, sitting the test. Always make sure that you make a plan for the exam. So sketch this out before you start writing so then you can refer back to it throughout the exam. And make sure that you understand what is being asked of you and highlight any key terms. Some of the key terms for your assessment is a business plan. So that's a written document that comprises all areas. Then there's an executive summary, which is a brief but comprehensive synopsis of a business plan or an investment proposal. Then there's a formal report, and that's the report written to an audience in appropriate business language, layout, and style. And then a presentation that's using a software such as PowerPoint to prepare the materials for a visual presentation. Now, preparing for your assessment. You're going to be given a short task brief. Ensure that you read this carefully. You can use a calculator in this exam and ensure that you learn the formulas before the exam. Now, I'm going to go through a set test task example to help you. So in this example, the set task brief, so you've been selected for an interview for a management trainee position. As part of your assessment day, you've been asked to complete this task to show your understanding of how business decisions are made. You are required to read the scenario and documents provided, and then you'll be able to reach a decision and prepare a business plan in a formal report format and some presentation slides. On the following pages, you'll find information relating to a business startup for a small business offering a vacation rental in France, and you need to consider the background information carefully to create a business plan. Now, when you get your own set task brief, make sure that you read the brief carefully and take down and highlight any important information. Now, the background information of this scenario is that Mark and Alex have bought a rural cottage in France to run as a holiday business because they wanted to change in career and they wanted something to do as they approached retirement. They longed to live in the Loire Valley and decided upon running the gite as a means of generating an income whilst releasing their lifelong dream. They continued to charge the same rate as the previous owners of €100 per night for double occupancy. Now, some of this information can be useful as if there is an increase in price or any future investment, then you can use that information. Now, the information about the price that's given here, that's also very important because when you do calculations later on, that's going to be very important to keep in note. Now, some other background information that they've given here is their cash in figures and their cash out figures. Now, it says here that the current rate of VAT in France is currently the same as in the UK. Now, if they give something like this to you in the exam and they haven't given you the figure, then as right now it's telling you that the VAT rate of France is the same as the UK. Now, if they haven't given you the UK's VAT figure, then that is something that you need to know and research about what the current VAT figure or rate is in the UK. Now, some more background information. So they have different views about how to develop the business. Mark is keen on putting in a swimming pool and has received several questions already. So that's averaging to €15,000. Mark is convinced that the inclusion of a swimming pool will justify an increase of €20 per night per person. Meanwhile, Alex has been exploring other ways that they can develop their property and receive an income at the same time as a potential for a grant. He has downloaded some information from the internet, which he wants you to summarize in your report and show in the forecast how it will benefit them all around. Now, he has researched incentives for the installation of solar panels in the French home. Now, that can be some useful information as it could be a potential opportunity that might help them reduce their cost. Now, pay attention as it says here, an interest-free or a tax-free loan. This could be important because it will mean that they're going to avoid paying interest, which might mean that they might save money. Now, when you are given information about the business, about prices, highlight any important bits, as when you are doing your calculations and writing your report and your presentation, it will help. Now, some more background information is that Alex and Mark have asked you to look at the data that they provided, and then you need to make them some recommendations about what developments they can undertake. So other options they have included is a refurbishment of 3 bathrooms, which would be €7,500. Hire a minibus to collect the guests from the airport, which would be around €12,500 per annum. Addition of another gate by converting a existing barn, which they have received quotations for of €28,000, but now a contingency budget of 25% is likely to be needed. The addition of another gate would accommodate up to a family of 8, which adequates for 4 adults and 4 children, which would be around €600 per night. And they are both in agreement that they want the greatest return for their investment. And having just received some good news that an elderly relative has bequeathed them £32,000 on the proviso it is spent wisely, they are keen to get started. Now, I'm going to go through activity 1 based on this background information and set task brief that I've just read out. So activity 1, you are going to use this information that they have provided, and you're going to provide a business plan for Mark and Alex's guide business. Mark and Alex have asked for help with progressing their business ideas, and they have realized that they do not understand very much about their financial situation. So from here, you need to identify what software you're going to use to make these calculations, but remember that your report has to be in Word format. In order to help them make some well-considered business decisions, they have asked you to produce a report for them demonstrating their annual VAT liability in euros, their annual profit last year in pounds, their average sales and purchase figures, an evaluation of a current financial status identifying opportunities for further investment. You should present your plan in the style of a formal report that can be read by potential investors, and it should be word processed and clearly structured. So you need to now identify first what calculations that you need to make. So they've told you what they want to see in the report. So identify what calculations that you need to make, write down the formulas that you are going to need, highlight any important information. So at this point, you now know what calculations they want you to make. Go back to the brief, look at the figures that you think will be useful, highlight them, and make a list of the calculations that you need to make so you're not missing any of them out. Now, in this example, in this answer example, we can see that they have worked out what they want in the report. So it gives us the total cash in, the VAT, the sales, the purchases, and then their net profit. Now, in this example, in order to get the total sales figure, you need to work out how much of the total cash will remain in after the VAT has been paid. And from the analysis and the calculations that they've done, then it's been broken apart, and it says that from this analysis, the annual net profit in euros, then the VAT that they can reclaim on their purchases, it shows their annual profit, and then it shows it in pounds, because remember it says that they want to see it in pounds. So if they're giving you figures in euros, if they're telling you we want it in pounds, make sure that you remember to convert the figures from euros to pounds, or from whatever currency to pounds if they're asking for it. Then it gives you their average monthly sales figure and then their average monthly purchase figure. Now make sure that if they do give you the VAT rate in the exam, then you need to add in the VAT that they have paid to their purchases. Now, after you have worked out the calculations, just like it's shown here, you can make a graph which then analyzes the change in their profit and how their net profit will change throughout the year based on the calculations that you've made. You can make this graph in Excel, but make sure to just bring it back to Word after. Now, after, as it says here, after you do the calculations, you can make a graph showing how it affects the business and how the profit would fluctuate, just like it shows in this example. Then you go to the options that you need to consider. So you've done your calculations, you've done your analysis. Now think about the options that you have to consider of the investment choices. So going back to the example, they had 4 options, which is a swimming pool, a refurbishment of 3 bathrooms, hiring a minibus, or addition of another guide. Now, before you make your final decision, consider each of the options that the business could take up, and then decide which one will give them the best investment. So talk about each of the investments and give them how each one might be a benefit to the business, how it might not be the benefit to the business, and then choose one that you know will give them the best investment and then justify why that is. Now, activity 2. After you've written the report, you need to do a presentation. So summarize the viability of your business plan in a way that will convince potential investors. So present your summary in the form of a 4-slide presentation with the speaker notes. Now, if they've given you a set of number of slides, think about how are you going to present the information in those slides, in the amount of slides that they have given you. You could do a mini plan so that you're making sure that you're covering all the information. In the first slide, you can give the risks and uncertainties of each of the options. So each of the options that I've given you, you can do a risk and uncertainties of each of them. Then in the second slide, you can provide them with a financial forecast, explaining what the current financial situation is and then how that will change with the investment. Now remember that the speaker notes are going to be in more detail of what is on the slide. The slides, you just have minimal information. Now think about it as if you're presenting. When you're presenting something, you have the main key points on the slide, and then you have your main points that you're going to speak out in your speaker notes. So same as that way, write your presentation in the same manner, have the main points in your actual slide, but the whole detail should be in the speaker notes. The slide should not be full of detail, and the slide can have some graphics or graphs to make it more presentable. And you can use a SWOT analysis to talk about the strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the business plan that you have provided them with. And in the last slide, you need to be able to justify the recommendations that you have made to show that you have good critical thinking skills. So justify what decision you've made, why you've made that, and maybe why the others weren't chosen. Hopefully this video helped you understand the Unit 7 exam a little bit more. If you like this video, then give it a like. And if you would like to see more videos like this, then subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram for updates on videos and resources. And you can also follow my TikTok for short business videos.